pitcher in the game for the Ottawa Champions, Victor Beriguete. He is the resident closer for Ottawa this year, despite not having a save yet this year. In just one appearance this season, he came in with a 6-run lead against Trois-Rivieres on Thursday. That was his lone appearance for the Champions.
2 Ks the last time. And from what I heard from the scouting reports, he hit 90 to 92 miles an hour his last start. His highest was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball for him.
Herrera, Mateo, Ayala, 3-4-5 in the order, and Herrera already in a 1-0 count, or 0-1 count, I should say, against Beriguete. Here's the pitch, taken outside for a ball, and the count is 1-1. Beriguete in 2015 pitched for Normal and River City, both of the Frontier League. Split the seasons there. Had a 2.59 ERA with Normal, 3.20 with River City. Here's the 1-1. Pitch on the inside makes the count 2-1. Of course, the Normal Corn Belters of the Frontier League, a former team that Hal Lanier managed back when he was in the Frontier League. 3-0 count to Herrera. Here's the pitch. Well inside, and a 4-pitch walk from Beriguete toward Herrera. That's a leadoff base runner for the Aigles. Down 6-4 in the top of the ninth. They have to score 2 runs.
Yeah, basically last chance for them, but Beriguete not up to a good start like the last time on opening night, but he wants to really recover really properly. And with Javier Herrera, you got the tying run up to the plate, and Daniel Mateo, even a dangerous hitter who batted .315 last year for him. We'll see what happens.
Mateo has a base hit back in the 4th. Here's the pitch from Beriguete, well outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Beriguete pitches sidearm. He sets, crouches over, kicks and fires. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it evens the count up at 1-1. Beriguete from Tampa, Florida. He resides there. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 as Beriguete keeps these pitches away from Daniel Mateo, and now gets ahead in the count with nobody out and a runner on first here in the top of the ninth. Mike Dallas, Mason Dietrich with you on the Champions Radio Network. Presented by Sambat. The 1-2. Mateo fights it off on the left side and fouls it back. Sambat, the original Maple bat since 1997, celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. So congratulations to Arlene Anderson and the entire crew over there in Carlton Place. The title sponsors of the Sambat Champions Radio Network. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And a 1-2 is skied into right center. Charging it is Brown. It's dropping on him. He dives and can't make the catch. Boucher picks it up. Both runners advance. So Mateo will stand on first. Herrera to second with nobody out.
Outfielders were really deep on the play from Daniel Mateo's high fly ball. Steve Brown had to come from a long way, and Sebastian Boucher and Steve Brown were communicating on the play, see who can get to the ball first. Now with runners on first and second right now, Beriguete now in need of an out for this upcoming up at bat. And it's going to bring up Alexander Ayala, the Cuban native.
A Cuban national out of the Cuban National Series. Ayala with eye-popping numbers in the Cuban National Series. Routinely hit over 350. Takes the first pitch and fouls it off to the right side. We saw Alexander Maeda and Donald Duarte play for Ottawa last year after pitching playing, I should say, in the Cuban National Series for their entire careers. And they eventually did play well here in Canada, but it took them a while to get going, and I think we're seeing that with Alex Ayala as well. Ayala 2 for 10. The 0-1 is popped up by Ayala. This is playable. Danny Grauer can't see it. He calls off his man, and it drops in front of him. Beriguete will play it, and the infield fly rule is in effect, so Ayala is out. Both runners will return to their respective bases.
Yeah, they just stopped play, and I think the third base coach on the right side maybe wants an explanation on the play. But that's very lucky for them.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why they stopped the play so they can get the runners, well, technically the runner from first is out, but the runners stay on second and third. Yeah, I think they're gonna go back because this is an infield fly rule.
It was an infield fly rule initiated by Kevin Manzik, the home plate umpire. Chris Torres, the third base coach for Trois-Rivieres, came down to get an explanation. I don't think he's terribly happy. And now Matthew Rush is coming out from the dugout as the Aigles are really upset now from the first base side.
You gotta be careful at this point. Two players have been,
and
wait a minute.
They're saying this ball was in play. All three umpires with their arms up now. The champions tossed it over to third. Beriguete did to Pierre, and he touched the base, but the umpires threw their arms up.
Yeah, they were just discussing.
Converge for a moment, and now will rule the players back to their bases. And again, the champions.
Okay, here we go. The infield fly rule. Since it was in effect, the runner from first is out.
Yes.
So now there's runners on second and third, and Halliner's having a chat. He's not sure what's going on.
Halliner is saying these runners should be back at their places. And he is chatting with, I believe that is the third base umpire, Stephen Jashinsky. Although him and Mike Boulian are in the infield. The plate umpire, of course, Kevin Manzik, is back behind the plate right now. And Halliner is animated over in the infield as he tries to sort this out.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know what the infield fly rule is because sometimes
it's a play that can be initiated by the umpire. And we've seen pop flies drop in the infield, and the infield fly rule doesn't apply. But Kevin Manzik called it there, and both runners.
Yeah, so it's an
advance.
So it's an infielder 2. So Danny Grauer was the one that was supposed to make the catch. So the runners move from second to third. I'm gonna see what the ruling is for infield fly rule.
Carter McEachern now at the plate. He bats left with runners on second and third. Herrera on third, Mateo on second. Here's the pitch, and it's a called strike. Down at the knees, and the count is 0-1. The Aigles threatening here, down by 2, with runners in scoring position. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. McEachern, a base hit here would score 2 to tie the game. But he's got to be careful, of course. The Aigles looking for that victory. Their first of the year, it would be if they managed to come back from 2 down. Here's the pitch from Beriguete. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 2 down. Beriguete battles back. Grauer comes out for a conference at the mound with Gustavo Pierre as well. Well, the first base umpire, Mike Boulian, came over from the middle of the infield to clear off the rubber up on the mound.
So the infield fly rule, which was back within the plate, if it is called and if the ball lands fair without being caught, the batter is still out, there's no force, but the runners are not required to tag up. So in either case, the ball is live, so that's why the runners move to second and third. So the umpires got it definitely right.
Yeah, and they called time when the champions were trying to move it over. The pitch is in for a strike. As the Aigles, with 2 outs, have Brandon Webb at the plate. 2 in scoring position. Ottawa can end it with a out here tying run is at second. The go-ahead run is at the plate in Brandon Webb. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Beriguete. And he's a fastball in the corner for a strike.
That's the right call from the home plate umpire. It was near the corner of the zone, and now we see the crowd up to their feet now. 0-2 the count.
0-2, 2 outs. Champions of 6-4 trying to end it. Here's the pitch. And a fastball misses high and away. Kevin Manzik hears it from the Champions faithful. Beriguete thought it was strike 3. It was a close call, but the umpire gives it to Webb. Beriguete sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Champions win it. Final score 6-4. Beriguete fans Webb for the game-winning strikeout.